Hello and welcome back to our Let's Level Design series. In this video, I'm going to cover how to download and install Unreal Editor 4. In order to start out, all you do is open up your internet browser, and you can do a internet search for Unreal 4, or by simply typing in unrealengine.com. And then it'll bring you to the home page for the Unreal Engine. And then up in the top right corner, there's a blue button that says Get Unreal. And you click on that, and that's how we're going to get Unreal. The first thing you have to do is you sign up for the community. So you have to fill in your first, last, display name, email, and a password. Agree to the terms of service, then you sign up. And then it'll bring you to a download page, which you can download for the PC. So you click on that, and then it'll go into your downloads. So once it's finished downloading, you open up the executable to start the install wizard, and you just follow the directions from there. Once you do that and install it to whatever directory you want, then you launch the Epic Games launcher, which is what houses Unreal Engine and Unreal Tournament 4. And once you open that, you'll have this screen that comes up. And up at the top left, it'll show you some information about Unreal and Unreal Tournament. To the right of the Epic's game logo, you'll have a tab that's labeled as Unreal Engine. If you click on that, it'll bring you to what you could equate to what UDK was years ago. This is the actual engine, Unreal Engine. And this is what you would use if you're making your own entire game. And on this first page has a bunch of tutorial and documentation and wiki information. Really helpful links to different types of tutorials so you can start making your own game. There's also a news, which is just updates from Unreal and the guys at Epic. The learn part is where the tutorials are. There's also a marketplace, which is a huge feature and upgrade from Unreal 3 to Unreal 4. So Epic's kind of getting with the times, like Unity with their marketplace. So Epic and Unreal now offers a marketplace, which is super useful. If you yourself are not a 3D modeler or artist, you can get some free packs or pay and download different packs to fill out your game. So you don't have to spend the time doing it, you can just pay for it. And then lastly, we have the library. Before you install any of the versions, like right now I have 4.8 installed, so I can just launch it immediately. You'll have to install a version of the Unreal Engine 4. And then, as you can see right now, my version 4.8 is outdated. So I'm just going to go ahead and update it. In order to add or install the Unreal Engine, all I have to do is add versions, and it has all of the old versions of it dating back to when it first launched. And then as they update the engine, release new versions, you can get them by just clicking on Add Version. And then if you do have an older version and you had some projects in it, you can convert them into the new version of whatever's released for the engine. And there's a good tutorial by World of Level Design for that. I'm not going to get into it since I don't have any projects down here. And then while that's downloading in the background, I'm going to go over to the second tab to the right of the Epic Games logo. And this is the Unreal Tournament 4 editor. Now, the very first subcategory is play, and you can see this install button here. This is for Epic's or the community-created version of Unreal Tournament. You can install it there. And it's just like the old Unreal Tournament. You can also go down to the second tab, Create, which is what we're going to be using in this tutorial to create an Unreal Tournament 4 multiplayer map. And again, if you don't have Unreal Tournament 4 the editor installed, it'll say install instead of update right here. So I'm just going to update since mine is out of date currently. And then again, there's a marketplace, so you can get a bunch of stuff for the Unreal Tournament 4 editor. And then the last tab up at the top is to sign up for the alpha for Fortnite. Though by the time you're watching this, maybe it might be beta, Fortnite might be released. But for now, Fortnite is up here, which is a game that I'm pretty sure is made by Epic. And it just seems to be team-based multiplayer game, kind of like Team Fortress. And that's about it, all you need to know for getting Unreal Tournament up and running. Once the editor or the engine is installed on your machine, all you have to do is click up at the top left, like for Unreal Engine, this would say Launch Engine or Editor. All you have to do is click it. Same thing for Unreal Tournament Editor. You can just click this and it'll be launched, which we'll get into next time. Hopefully you found this useful. It's pretty self-explanatory if you have experience with technology, with installing things. But maybe this is your first time using an editor, or you don't know what is going on, since this is a vastly updated and new user interface system than in Unreal 3 and UDK. So hopefully you found it helpful. If not, hopefully you passed it once you figured out what the video was about. Next time we're going to go into the details comparing Unreal Engine or Tournament 4 versus Unreal 3/UDK and how it compares with things like Unity.